reason why this podcast sucks and we have no fans is because Rick and Dan Duper talk way too goddamn much.
Greg's got all the energy tonight. We're just going to lead off with that.
He does.
He's awake. Happy 5th of July when we recorded Go Live. Everybody else was blowing shit up last night, including us. We stayed up way too goddamn late for our age. How are we doing? Oh, and by the way, if you guys are watching the live stream, yes, that is Duper's room. Yes, he has had sex twice in his life, and it probably happened there. Yes, his herpes is flared up, and he's on the phone with his doctor. He'll be back. Greg, do you have any breaking news on that?
Yeah, dude. So we're obviously trying to see where exactly he got his herpes flare up and when. But he literally just like right before we went live was like, guys, my doctor just called me and was news about my herpes. So I'm like, all right, dude, we'll take your time. You know, make sure use Gold Bond and stuff, and we'll see when you get back soon.
Yeah, somehow it's flaring up horrible. I mean, like, I've never heard of boils with herpes, but yeah, kind of nasty. But
it's fucking like scaly and shit. I don't know how that. Oh, he's coming back in.
Quiet. Hey, Josh, you're eating. What do you think of herpes? How was your week? Can you tell us about your week?
I was alive.
You made it, Josh.
From what I heard, you might have had a terrible, no good, very bad day. Yeah.
On what day was that? Friday? Saturday.
Saturday.
What happened, Josh? Just tell us.
So, Rick and I have to run some errands for this party we're throwing. And we're cruising along in my truck with my trailer. And I had to back it up at this gas station. It's a short little trailer, and I wasn't paying too much attention, and my dumbass jackknifed it into the side of my truck.
Nice.
A very nice truck, I might add.
Yeah.
A very, very nice truck.
It gets worse. So I put like a foot-long dent and scratch into it, and I cried a little bit. So we're cruising. We do our errands. We go pick up my little side-by-side toy from being fixed at a place out in Pompton. Get to Rick's house. We unload all the hot dogs, hamburgers, groceries for the party. And Rick and I go to drop off the truck so we can ride the side-by-side back from my house to his. And we're cruising, and I see something fly out of the back of the truck. I was like, oh, what was that? And I look again, and there's my tire coming off my trailer going down the street.
Now, Josh, this is a brilliant story. We did get a flat there, so now we're stuck a quarter mile away from my house. What is going on outside? Because you have been telling the entire story while staring at your yard.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this stupid fucking trailer in the street with a flat tire still.
No.
Because I'm like, the mic's to your right.
My left.
Whatever. It's hilarious.
I know it's like you're reflecting. It's like you're in prison and you're looking out the window.
I'm trying not to cry, guys.
So that's not how, that doesn't end there, though.
No.
You did get a flat tire. We had to wait 3 hours for him to get there.
So we get a flat tire. We take the Rhino off. Drive back to Rick's. Or drive to my house, drop the truck off, drive back to Rick's. We get the trailer finally back to my house. Thank you, AAA. And we did a couple things at Rick's, had some dinner, hung around for a little bit, and we're like, oh, let's go home. So the wife and I jump in the Rhino. We're cruising home, good speed, it's running great, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, it fucking dies. I'm like, that's cool. So, yeah, fucking.
How far away were you from home?
About 4 blocks. So I'm trying to figure out the problem. The wife goes and gets the truck, and we tow it back, and I cried again.
I was hoping you were going to say you were a quarter mile out so I could say you lived your life a quarter mile at a time. But Greg joke.
Hashtag Greg jokes.
By the way, I did that movie on Friday night.
Okay. So I just want to apologize to all of our fans because, like, evidently me and Lee were the only ones that got enough sleep last night, and everybody else is like,
oh no, I got no sleep. I'm just ready to go. Let's do it. Let's party.
Lee left my house. What time did you leave, Lee?
2:30.
Lee does cocaine, so that's why he's awake.
I was pretty fucking tired.
It's all the crack.
It's insane. We're here, dude. We're here. Greg, be happy that we're here. We missed you. We truly wish we could have seen you. Dude. Say, before we get into the rest of the weekly recaps, during the party, one of our number one listener, the one we decided was our number one listener, I think.
We decided.
She made us a little something for our 1 year anniversary of putting this pod together. Now, of course, we haven't been live for a year until August, but we did get through a year's worth of episodes, and we have been doing this since May. So her surprise gift, Greg, now we all got one, was a knitted.
Oh, look at that!
It's a squidgy penis.
Oh,
and it's got a little number 1 for 1 year.
Oh, I was gonna say, or was it? Oh, okay, Josh shows his number 1 too.
Yeah,
I would say Rick would have to be the one that got the number 1.
Yeah.
You know?
No. And it's very soft, and it's like so plushy. And we're not gonna get monetized for this episode because we have crocheted dicks on the screen. But Sheila, Shirley, these are fucking incredible, man. Duper, you don't have yours handy, do you?
No.
Because we mailed it out. That's the other thing. Greg, you should be getting yours in the mail soon. Yeah. I can't wait until you can see, because I know Duper got a special one.
Hey, Josh, when in all your travels, are you going to use that thing as like a neck pillow next time you're on an airplane?
It is so soft and comfortable.
The
It's
balls
just hanging over your shoulder.
The balls will gently caress your neck as you lean
You
back.
just put it right here on the plane because it stops at your shoulders with the balls. They actually hold it there.
Oh.
And the shaft, you just lean into the shaft.
Yeah, dude.
And
Up against the window seat.
Dude, this is comfortable right now. I might sleep through the rest of the pod just because I have this. So I don't know. And then the cool thing is you can actually take care of the stepchildren when you're there if you just need like a stress ball. They're like right there. So very thoughtful gifts, and we appreciate them. It's really hard to explain to my soon-to-be 13-year-old daughter why I have so many cocks in my office. But
It's
part
an
of the
exception.
show. It's who we are.
Yeah.
Greggy, you had your hand up.
Are there different colors, or are they all the same color?
We all got the same color. Duper got his a little bit more gender neutral, from my understand.
Pale.
And
Gender neutral?
Yeah,
How-
well, I think
Genders have colors?
Well, I mean, because you're conservative and like super racist, so. So
Okay.
let's just try to help.
I don't understand any of this.
I'm looking forward to seeing Dupers on the screen. Greg, you got the same one we did though.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I got to make room on my shelf. I mean,
It's outstanding. Like,
yeah,
it
dude.
is the
I'll figure it
best
out.
gift. I really truly do love it. I didn't expect it to be so big. I'd heard that she was working on something, but when I saw how big it was, like she walked in with this garbage bag, like one of those big old hefty bags, and it's just puffed out. I'm like, what the fuck are in there? There's only 5 of us. And like they come out and it's like, holy shit, dude, we got these giant cocks. So very cool.
like, I just want to know, like, how many curse words did she say at like art? Was she just saying "fuck you, art" like over and over and over again as she was making those?
I see she's listening right now. We can ask.
Yeah.
Let us
Like,
know. Did you? I mean,
These
how often?
motherfuckers in their cocks. Fuck
What I
them.
really want to know is
Fuck
how
shit,
often
you know?
do you say "fuck you, art"? Like, that's the question.
We'll wait.
We say it frequently.
So for year 2, do we want to request condoms for the cocks, or do we want to request vaginas?
Ooh, that's a question. Well, either one has to work with the one that we currently have.
Yeah, right. Oh, absolutely.
Hey, you also forgot buttholes. We can go down that route too. Yeah, chocolate starfish. You know.
Yeah.
I think everyone. I think she
I mean,
should.
it's just options.
What you should get is condoms for all of you guys, and then just a vagina for me, because I don't know what that is.
You don't know.
No, you know what it is.
You don't.
Oh, I do.
How many kids do you have?
You just don't use it.
17.
Do you assume you're just butt stuffing everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
but whatever.
Hey, Lee, how was your week?
It was good, man. I mean, I saw you most of the time, so it was stupid.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
spent a lot of time together this
Yep.
weekend.
Yep.
So Shirley said that she loved making them, and she said "fuck you, art" at least a few times a night while working on them. So
Yeah.
good for her, man. Number
Yeah,
one
Thank you,
fan.
Shirley.
Told you she was our number 1 fan.
Number one fan.
Number one greatest person ever.
I know who our number one most envious fan is, and I know who our number one fan is now. I think we've isolated those. We have Art and we have Shirley. So,
And Shirley cooks too. She gets us like shots and shit. So
oh, those
yeah,
cheesecake shots! Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah, man. Can she mail me some of those too? I know they might not be good, but I'll still take them.
There.
Yeah,
Duper, you want to talk about your week?
I got nothing going on, man.
Well, we already kind of started. We started telling them about your herpes flare up and then how you weren't on the show because you're on the doctor talking about your reptilian skin and the bulbous area that you have going on there. So what's the update?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I missed last week, or
no. You missed last week because I think you realized and just decided to concede and let me be Iron Man, which is fine. I am the show's Iron Man. I get it. That's fine.
Well, once I had started every episode in a longer continuous streak than you, I decided I didn't have any interest in it anymore, so I gave it up.
No, because I want you to understand. You didn't even start this episode. You were on the phone with your herpes doctor.
I know, but that's because that streak is over, right? So
I expected you to quit the podcast. I'm not gonna lie to
you. This week?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because what else do you got going for you? I know I'm.
What else do I have going for me? Like, your life is such a sad depression. You might as well just off yourself, bro. Like,
just let it go, man. I'm Iron Man.
Always got Iron Man money.
I wish I had Iron Man money.
I thought I did think about quitting the podcast and starting my own podcast with Greg and Lee.
Yeah.
And Josh.
Yeah.
And Josh.
I see where you're going with this. Don't get mad at me, dude, because I'm dedicated to this just a little bit more than you are. I'm not saying your dedication's not there.
I was gonna have Art in it.
It's more dedicated. It's okay.
Sheila.
Foofy.
Yeah. And instead of take warning, it's taking warning. So there you go.
Oh, cool. So you're
took warning.
Or
took warning. Oh, I like it. Rick, you got took.
Well, I'd get my Monday nights back, so.
Oh, man.
Are we going freeform today, or are we going to try and use our agenda?
Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Last week, you guys were phenomenal last week, so I'm following you guys, man.
Do you guys have all your phalanges? I just want to make sure with,
all 10.
Okay,
all
you're
10.
good. You're good. Rick, you're missing. Oh, yeah, it looks stubby on purpose. So.
Yeah, that's just. Use my strong hand.
Use my strong hand. So on the scale of our epic, and of course me and Duper, we're not there. We're fucking stuck here and shit. But on the scale of your epic 4th of July parties, Rick, out of all the ones we've had in the past, like how good was this year's 4th of July party for you? Like on a scale of 1 to 10 versus ones in the past.
All right. So I'm learning now, and I think Josh can agree with this too. We are into different decades of our lives, right? So when we started doing these giant things at our Uncle Frank's house, we were in our early 20s. Right? So Uncle Frank led the charge for years and years and years into our 30s. We were different people in our 30s, and that's when Josh took over.
No, I actually took over in my late 20s.
So it worked. Either way, it went later into our more mature years, right? Now, here I am. I'm carrying the torch, and I'm 40. So it's, to me, for a 40-year-old's 4th of July party with like 50 people there, excuse me, that was great. I had a great time. Especially, it's a return to what, we got back to. And Josh, John, our friend John, shout out to the Delgadonator. They made a huge contribution to make sure that we had a really good time, and their wives, everybody, threw in there. So, it was a good time.
It was super low key. Like we've had parties at my house where there's 150 people, and a tornado comes through, and everybody's
tornado.
We had this crazy storm one year, dude. That fucking started pushing our barbecues down the street.
Isn't that called a hot tornado or something like that? Like a desert tornado? It's like a hot boob or something like that?
I don't know. It was fucked up. Anyways, this year is really low key. We went and bought some fireworks, which are now double the price from last year, I might add.
Really?
China.
Yeah.
Microchips.
Last year we bought this set for like $500, and the same set this year is $700, which But all like the sparklers and everything were all double the price, whatever.
Were
Yeah,
they
you remember
really?
you can get a pack of sparklers like buy one get one free for like $7. They're like 15, 20 now.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane. Like,
But you did save 16 cents on a pack of hot dogs.
We did.
Oh,
wait, when did we do that?
Freedom comes at a cost now. So
Yeah.
Overall,
It's
it's a
fine.
great party, man.
Yeah, no, we had a great time. I think that in the years to come, we're gonna have some more really good parties
Hopefully,
So-
we get the whole podcast out there next year for it.
with the taco guy. And actually, what's crazy, I did street dogs. Right, that's what we decided to do. Angus Burger street dogs. So Josh brought his Blackstone over, and I'm cooking the street dogs just like you would in LA. And all I kept thinking is, this is what I see when I go to like the Greek for a concert. So I needed us to have our merchandise right next to us with like a guy selling bootlegs of those T-shirts for like $10 right next to the street dog guy. It would have made the atmosphere perfect.
but they're all spelled wrong. It's Tooking Warning. Tooking Warning, right there. Tooking Warning. Not take
Taking
warning.
warning.
Got, like,
It's
one
gonna be
slight
Project
thing.
Wolfpack out there selling shit out of the back of a pickup truck with its oranges.
What are their names? Like, El
Yeah,
Dorado? We haven't talked about this for long. I don't remember. La Cucarachas? What is their names? There was one,
El Burrito.
Oh yeah, Tacos El Carbone, Heroes, or Close. I don't know.
Legendary Roberto.
Yeah, that was a cool guy. He was a cool guy.
Yeah.
Hey, are we out of the Rick got hacked memes? Because I really love those.
Yeah, those are over.
Yeah, and you know what sucks?
That's
I
Joe's
realized
birthday.
this weekend when the party started, I had left my computer unlocked upstairs in my office, and everybody missed out on the opportunity.
God damn it, Lee! You were there.
What'd I do?
Totally timed out by the time anybody came upstairs, I guess.
See, that's
Damn,
why
dude.
I need to go to these things.
What did I
'cause
do?
None of you guys think about that shit. Only I
I
do.
was reading stuff. I was not listening to him talk. I'll be perfectly honest.
Thanks for validating me, Lee. I appreciate it.
All right, sorry
That
about
would
it.
have made a big difference if you were there, Greg, because you are the master hacker, and you were the. I mean, not you. I mean, we don't know who did it, but
Yeah, of course not. No. But I
no.
know a guy, Snowden.
Yeah. Wasn't
he
it
can
Anand
make
Q or
things-
something like that?
Yeah. Some,
Ian
you
Yeah.
got to be careful what you say, Greg, because you could end up committing suicide in the Spanish prison.
No. That we talked about that last week. He's not.
I know.
He's okay.
No. I just really hope my cock ball pillow thing arrives before that happens.
I know
That's
Rick
what
has
we're gonna call it,
connections,
penis sauce.
so
Yeah.
Rick has
Penis
connections,
sauce?
so you don't want to end up dead.
No. Shh.
So-
Hillary. Shh.
We're still talking about the fireworks a little bit.
Yeah,
Did you
dude.
guys see that firework truck in LA blow up? Or not a firework truck, but the bomb squad truck.
Yeah, when they tried to
What?
confiscate 1,500 pounds of fireworks. So they get 1,500 pounds of fireworks. They put it into the trailer, and it's great because like all the news are like, "Ooh, they got a huge bust. This is great." So they're watching them all load it, and the helicopters are flying over for like all because it's right in the afternoon news cycle.
One of their dudes like,
They have it.
Yeah.
They're like, "All right, we're gonna detonate it." And they're like, "You know what's cool, bro? Walking away from explosions." Like legit. They close it. They go to detonate it. They don't know what went wrong. And that fucking thing took out 17 people, injured 17 people, and damaged like a city block.
Dude, it wasn't
Doesn't it
anything.
Insane.
it seems like a few years ago we had our shit together. Like now we have buildings collapsing and we don't know how to fucking dispose of fireworks. Like
No,
is
you
going on?
dispose of them by lighting them off. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
There would have been so much less damage if
Yeah.
they just sold.
So much safer. Just shoot them in the sky.
Dude, but I guarantee you it wasn't anything sophisticated like a fucking, it was just probably some probationary cop. Like, hey, guard this, man. Guard this with your fucking life. Don't let anybody come over here. All right, man, I'm just going to smoke a cigarette real quick. And then, oh, shit.
you didn't tell me not to smoke a cigarette right there. That's not on me. That's on you. You gotta tell me what to do.
I swear, sir, I didn't do no, sir. I just, I don't know what happened,
People got
sir.
fucked up.
I don't even know what you're talking.
It was
I
bad.
quit smoking 15 minutes ago. I don't fucking smoke anymore. It wasn't me.
Either that or he just like looks, he just takes his shield and his gun and just like, fuck it.
I forgot that you guys live in Vegas. If you haven't had a chance to watch the video, just Google it. I guarantee you, every news network out here had it. Like they had a video of it.
They were
And
all
it's-
shooting live when it happened too.
It was so crazy.
And it's like an actual explosion.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see
yeah,
the truck
it
just
like-
explode.
Yeah.
And then it just falls to the ground. There's nothing left.
This is a bomb
Fuck.
squad truck too, right? This is like a
It falls to the
militarized
ground like it
vehicle.
went through the sewer system or what? Like it's an Amtrak area? The
So-
subway
Lab-
system?
Just found
So
a
was
bunker.
so
Fucking
as it was
kills-
going live, was there like one like cop who was just looking like this?
Fucking Ninja Turtles are dead now.
Fuck this
they-
shit.
It was funny because they were all cleared out by the time. Like, if you catch the videos that are there, you don't have to watch the whole thing, right? It's edited down. But they had cleared the area like by about 100 feet, 150 feet, so that they could detonate in that little special containment unit, and that was not enough. Like,
No.
that's how powerful it was.
Dude,
Like,
if
Jesus.
it's one thing I could tell you, and Dupe could probably attest to this too, man, like shrapnel fucking flies and that bitch flies fast. And then you could be like a few like 100 like meters, not yards, but like 500 meters away. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm safe. And then they, do a detonation or something. It's just shrapnel flying,
What the fuck is 500 meters? Like, I'm American and we went to
That's-
the moon, so
That's
I don't
8
need
miles.
that. 8 miles.
Yes.
It's 500
miles.
meters.
Like
I
Detroit.
gotta say, like,
Spaghetti?
so I just looked it up. I guess 17 people were injured in the explosion, though,
I
man.
I
That's
said that
kind
at
of
the
sad,
beginning.
man.
Oh,
I really don't pay attention.
But the guy who caused it didn't get injured. That's the motherfucker who's like, some bitch.
Damn, that truck is fucked up, man.
Yeah, you see the car
Okay, so
next
yeah,
to
he's
it,
watching the
like,
video
on
now.
the
Yeah,
side.
it's fucked. It mangled like a little Honda that was parked nearby. Like, it's fucked up, man.
One of Josh's vehicles and shit. Motherfucker.
Son of some bitches.
Anything on a trailer in that area. they all
damn
got
it.
mangled.
Was there a kid in the corner like signing their name with a sparkler too, just eating a fucking
Josh-
popsicle and shit?
Can you call your insurance company and say it was parked on that street?
Right? Sure.
Did anybody have any rental cars nearby? I'm just asking for
No, you weren't here.
Damn it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
time. I'm really impressed with that. Good story.
Uh,
Good story, Josh.
Duper, look at your
Oh.
phone. What do you want from Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question though.
What?
Mrs. Can I say Duper or Mrs. Dustin? I know we can't use
Yeah.
last names, but it's weird.
Oh, that's in the comments from our listeners.
We don't. Yeah.
Are you sure
Yeah.
that's Buffalo Wild Wings? What else could BWW be?
Mm.
Big wild women?
I doubt his wife would be texting him that or
What?
commenting. on
Maybe he's had a hard day. He
Mm.
just needs a couple of B-dubs. You know what I'm saying?
that. Mm.
Just come in there and
Yeah. Yep.
Big Wonder Women.
Big beautiful women. That's BBW.
No, I said big Wonder Women.
No, I was just responding to
It's just a bunch of big girls in Wonder Woman outfits.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the best
That'd
I
be
got.
dope.
Sorry.
hey, what do you guys think about Bill Cosby getting freed?
Oh yeah. Dude, that fucking shit you posted on Instagram was fucking priceless, dude.
Which
like,
one?
like,
you
how
free
free
this
are you
weekend?
this weekend? And he's like,
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah,
That's about it.
ain't that some shit, dude? On a technicality, huh?
isn't it
Yeah.
always a technicality, dude? It's always a technicality with shit like that. You know?
And it's funny because you see people get let go because of some kind of hiccup in the justice system, and usually like there's a huge public outcry like, good, justice was it was a good thing. This is all a good thing. Everybody's happy. Maybe he is innocent or he's innocent. Yay, let the guy go. This time with Bill Cosby, I did not see much of anybody going, fuck yeah, good job for Bill, yay. Like there was none of that. Like I don't know a single person who was like, oh, good. Bill Cosby's out of jail.
I just think nobody has faith in the justice system anymore, man. And when people get on technicalities, they're like, whatever. No.
Yeah, but this one actually upheld the justice system. So,
Yeah, this was actually writing it wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, but right or
Unfortunately.
wrong, I think people aren't surprised when they see stuff like this. No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what, always, innocent until proven guilty. He never actually admitted to raping any of these women. He did admit to, I guess, putting some drugs and some drinks, but he said he never raped anybody. cool story, bro. There's but when these women come out, 20, 30 years later, it's so important that if anything ever happens to you, any of our female listeners, immediately go to the police, because you need to gather as much evidence as possible. When it just becomes hearsay and it becomes one person's word against another person's word, it's hard to uphold that in court. And I think that's why that previous DA made the deal in the civil court and not to avoid the criminal court, because I don't think that they could have upheld it. Not without his admission in the civil court.
And if you guys want us to go with you in the courtroom to help you, we got you. We'll just hold up signs like "We support you, yay!" or
I'm feeling violated. Hashtag me too.
No, because dude,
these 5 fucking
victims need support, man.
Yeah,
you know,
we got your
it's
back,
victim bashing.
also,
we need to be there to support them and be like, "Yeah, fuck that motherfucker, asshole." You know, we got your back.
You think that's what our legal system needs? Is more of a WWE vibe?
Yes.
Yeah, like entrance music and shit too would be fantastic,
all,
wouldn't it, for the prosecutor and the defense? Like,
Yeah.
Here comes the defense, weighing it at 142 pounds, 5'6".
Literally everything
Hey, yo, Judge!
in the world needs that.
Hey, Judge, let me tell you about this motherfucker right here, man. Fuck that motherfucker. There you go.
I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit.
Yeah. Dude, there was this did you guys see the China documentary? I think it was on like Vice Network or some shit like that. Like,
Who watches Vice?
Yeah, it's a weird channel to watch.
I watch
Yeah.
Vice.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I have Philo and Vice is on Philo, so I just
Yeah, Vice
What
isn't
is
terrible.
Philo?
They actually had some good documentaries.
You have
They,
Philo,
actually did
Brett?
What
Huh?
is Philo?
they have keto. They do keto on it.
Keto, no Philo. It's like a cheap
It's a
streaming thing.
bread. It's a Mediterranean. It's actually not even really a bread. It's more like a crostini kind of thing. Philo bread.
Oh.
And you just put that what is that green sauce? It's like a dipping
Tzatziki?
sauce, huh?
Salsa?
helps with your herpes, duper.
No, thanks, man. I mean, coming from the guy that is the pro.
So I've been told on Google.
Hey, Fuck You Art wants to know, what about Joe Exotic? That's what he's put.
What
What
about?
What
Joe
about
Exotic?
Joe Exotic?
Did something happen with them?
There's no technicalities there.
Did he get released?
No, but they are moving forward with that that whole movie or series or whatever they're doing with his life, right?
I hope they run like a documentary or like a reality TV show just out of prison with that dude. I think that would be fun.
That'd be like a Hard Knocks, just Joe
Yeah.
Exotic.
Just him. What was this documentary you were talking about, Greg, on Vice?
Dude, it's like a documentary about China. So basically, it's kind of fucked up and sad, but like the year before China killed herself, like she lived in Japan, right? And her manager was like,
that
"Hey,
China. I thought you were talking about
I thought
Yeah, I thought we were talking about
country.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah,
I
like,
meant
I'm legitimately thinking, like, what do we need to go about China?
And I was just waiting
Sorry.
for
China.
cultural appropriation.
oh shit. You know
I
what?
recorded
My
it. I
bad.
have not watched it yet.
I guess I should clarify, but yes, my bad. But
WWF wrestler China.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. She was a handsome woman.
She could fuck you up, Rick. So, no. But no, it's just sad, dude, because like everybody was taking advantage of her and fucking Hunter Hearst Helmsley is a fucking dick and fucking treated her like shit, and X-Pac and all those guys. So yeah, it's kind of like sad the way that like she went out and they just like exploited her all the way up to the end, man. It was just kind
You
of
think so,
fucking
or
bad.
is it just one side of the story, or do you think that? That's
Well,
actually
there's
the way it went
always multiple sides of the story, but the way that they kind of paint like her manager, he's just he didn't care about her. He just wanted to profit from her, and then she was heavily involved in drugs and all that stuff, which I guess isn't uncommon for when wrestlers like that get moved out. I guess they have a hard time adapting, right? I mean, it's kind of like infantry soldiers like in the army. Like, what are you going to do after the army? Like, nobody just hires infantry guys unless you're top flight security, right? So like, what is she going to do as a wrestler, right? And they just kind of like, she went down this dark path of depression and people just exploited it all. It's kind of sad. I don't want to ruin it for you, but yeah.
Well, you can ruin it for me. It's been out for a couple of weeks, so spoilers, right? I mean, we're at that point.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But you won't watch. Excuse me, I was eating broccoli.
Did you just choke on all that broccoli that you
You're
put in
okay.
your mouth?
It's been out 2 weeks, and you're okay with spoilers. You don't hate Greg for it. But you won't watch Saturday Night Live because they had a Breaking Bad spoiler 2 years after the finale.
Yeah, and I still won't watch that show.
SNL's like hit or miss now, man. I mean, they either hit it or it's just horrible for like, kind of like this podcast. Like some episodes are great, and then others are like,
Yeah.
Dead silence.
Huh, Rick? Huh, Rick?
What? I'm eating broccoli, bro.
Yeah. Way to stay focused on the show.
Yeah,
in
I am.
front of
I'm
you.
so focused, dude. I got the music going. Apparently, my sound might be off. I think that's what Lee said at one point.
It is.
So, yeah.
It sounds like you're speaking through a muffled wet sock.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, that's gonna be tonight.
Okay.
I don't even know why. I'm looking at my mic. It's on.
I don't get it. So, couldn't tell you.
God damn it. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna power through tonight. It's one of those things. You party really hard, and then the next day it's gonna be so.
Speaking of partying really hard, want to talk about George Washington for a second?
Oh yeah,
Which
dude.
one?
Tell me about him.
What do you mean, which
Did you
one?
say which one?
What do you mean, which one?
I mean, George and Washington, they're very
Yeah,
common,
that's George
very common first name, very common last
George
name.
Washington.
I'm gonna need you to narrow this one down for me.
I literally said George Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need you to narrow it down. Which
OG.
specific George Washington are we talking about?
The one that does a Stone Cold Stunner on Britain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Washington or is it Warshington?
Oh my god.
Is it George with a J or a G?
I think it's with a J, right? J-O-R
George Washington.
J-O-R-G-E, and it's got that little weird hyphen thing above it. Yeah. Jorge.
Jorge Warshington.
Dude, if you actually look into George Washington, like he was a
Jorge Washington.
Jorge Washington. Jorge Washington.
with his wooden dentures and shit. He was.
They
actually
weren't
a pretty
wood. That was a
horrible-
myth.
No,
Go on.
It was
Sorry.
real.
No.
You know what's not a myth though is that he was actually a pretty shitty general, and he just got lucky. He lost more battles than he won. Look it up, Wikipedia.
That doesn't
Washington.
make him a shitty general.
He was. He was horrible. He sucked.
He won.
He was no Norman Schwarzkopf, I'll tell you that, son of a bitch. Colin Powell.
Patton.
Or Patton, yeah, I know. Yeah, fuck, I should have went that.
Yeah, he should have gone Patton.
But
Yep.
anyway, what did George Washington do, Lee?
Oh my god. On the night of September 15th, 1787, George Washington had many reasons to celebrate. And I'm going to tell
That was
you
the day after my
why.
birthday.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, that's ruined.
Yep.
Thanks, Rick.
So George Washington was celebrating because he had just became elected president of the Constitutional Convention, and 2 days later, the Constitution was actually going to be signed after like rigorous, talks and all that.
Masturbating.
And then he was leaving. Yes. So they had a farewell dinner for him, and during that farewell dinner, George
They all
Washington.
said, "You will not take my gun."
They did. They 50. There was 55 people in attendance at this party, right? And they partied harder than I think any of us could possibly ever in our lives
I'll put
try
it to
to
a
party.
challenge. I will put that to a challenge.
Will you?
Yeah.
Will you though?
Yes.
Can you get a hold of George Washington? And
I can try. They
You know what? Fucking next week, dude, I challenge Jorge
Washington.
to a drinking contest, man. I ain't having that
Yeah.
shit.
So
I know
55
fucking pussy.
people drank
Let's hear what
54
this
bottles of
old ass
Madeira.
did. Well, how many?
54 bottles of Madeira.
What is
Okay.
Madeira?
They
A lot
drank,
of Modelo.
yeah, 60 bottles of claret wine, 22 bottles of porter, 12 bottles of beer, and the bottles were, big back then. 8 bottles of hard cider, 8 bottles of a colonial whiskey, and then 7 large bowls of spiked punch.
Dude,
I
but
think
they
you
got
said
all the
7 large
sample
bowls
size
of weed.
bottles, so it doesn't count.
No, actually, the bottles back then were huge, and there was no laws against liquor back then, so things were made a lot stronger than they are nowadays.
So, was there a mariachi band playing in the background?
There
too?
was. They were singing. They were singing off Jorge Washington.
El Presidente.
El Presidente.
So you did say there was a lot of Modelo there.
Madeira.
Modelo.
Fucking Madeira. But I guess it could be Modelo because he was Jorge.
It's murder.
They make micheladas.
Yes.
How much
all I was
of that
getting
do you think
at.
was just them pouring it out for their dead homies, though?
They probably did do that quite a bit. They emptied
Dead
the
homies.
they emptied the first 100 bottles.
The Modelo or the claret wine?
The Modelo.
Or they just took a sip and they like smashed it on the ground. They were like, "Slave, pick that shit up." That's probably what they did because they're pussies.
Oh, that was it. That's all
More
we're talking about.
mead.
Didn't they have the tab on that story too? How much was the
Yeah.
tab on that thing?
In today's currency,
$4.
it equated to about $17,253.
Yeah, I think he has this beat.
Pesos?
Yes, that's U.S. dollars. Back then, though, it was something like 69 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, I give you 69 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
how-
really-
you think he planned that on purpose too? 69. He was like, man, let's go
Yeah.
for 69.
My chin
just
weighs
wanted to throw
69
69 out there. See what Rick did with it.
Which one, Greg?
Mm.
This
The bottom
this stuffed cock weighs about 69 ounces or something.
Does it?
So
Try to
comfortable.
put it in your mouth.
Yeah, dude. You can do it. Those cheeks.
Love you. Mwah.
Can you imagine what George Warshington would have done if he had one of those?
Jorge.
Jorge.
It's not say George if it's spelled that way.
No. Not if it's got a little hyphen thing. What's it called?
George?
Jorge.
Modelo?
Fuck you, Art. You're listening. Is it George? Is it your? How do you do it?
Yorgie.
What's the hyphen thing that I'm talking about?
That sounds
The thing,
hot.
the thing that goes over the E. The thing that goes over the
Oh,
E.
man.
I want to know what that is.
Hey, so you guys are in Nevada. Got a question.
We are?
Yeah, Duper.
Can't use last names, but you can use fucking addresses.
Yeah, don't tell them where I live or anything.
You guys want that?
You're over here on 123 Main Street, right?
Yeah.
So we've established that Greg works at a bus station. We also need to establish that Greg lives just behind that bus station. He's got a very nice house, but it's very close to the bus. That's why there's so many transients.
Is it a quarter mile away?
Oh, it's just called an accent mark. Okay, the accent mark over the E, and it's Jorge.
No,
Jorge.
that's because-
Jorge. I can't do it.
All right, so what am I doing with bums at a bus station?
Yeah,
now?
what are the bus
I
station?
was just actually, I
What
wanted
do
to
you deal
know
with them, huh?
how excited you guys were that Miss Nevada 2021 will be the first trans woman to compete for Miss USA.
You know what? Good for her and good for Nevada.
I think so. It's groundbreaking.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Why not? I mean, nobody pays attention to those beauty contestant things anyway. I mean, that's why Trump bought them.
Well, I think no one should give a shit about that. It seems like one of those things they should be allowed to participate in. I don't agree with the sports stuff, but something like that, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Duper's already won like 5 of them, so.
If a man can go in there and he identifies as a woman, he changes himself over to be a woman, and he goes in there and wins that shit, then
Yeah, I agree.
he deserved it, I guess.
So what if Mr. Olympia and then the beauty pageant were on the same weekend? Can they win both?
Yes. Yes.
I like that, man.
You know?
I like
Good
that.
for them with their sashes and their crowns and stuff.
No, I think it's a really good thing overall. That's there's nothing wrong with it. I just was curious. You guys are more progressive than California for a change. Look at you.
Oh.
Well, it's because most of California moved to Las Vegas, so that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure
very
she's probably
true.
from California. She probably got
Yeah.
her work done in California.
So Rick, what was her talent
Mexico, by
competition? Did
Jorgé
she sing a
Warshington.
song or something?
I don't know. It was probably weightlifting. I don't know. Is she pre-op? I don't know.
Oh, the one from Vegas?
Yeah.
I haven't looked it up.
Yeah. What was her talent? You know?
I'm assuming that to be participating in that, they're most likely post-op.
Was she a magician? Made stuff disappear?
What?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I mean, first of all, she might not be a magician, but her doctor sure was.
Oh man.
I
will
like how
say-
we went from like being totally like trans supportive to just now they hate us. Just that quickly. 30 seconds later.
Took in warning.
Oh.
Taking
All right.
one.
Dupe, you gonna lead us off with this Elon Musk thing?
Sure, why not? It's nothing too exciting, but
Oh,
we
okay.
just love the music.
Yep.
So, for
Oh, yeah. Elon.
Wait, are you recording this right now?
I like his musk. This is Elon's musk.
This is some weird shit.
I fucking love that shit.
I swear, every single time, it still fucking gets me. I'm like, are we on? Are we really doing this thing? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, shit. It's a fucking promo. Stupid me.
Yep.
Stupid you. So there's a report a $25,000 Tesla hot hatch is coming in 2023 to rival the VW ID3. That's everything. We played the music for that one little
That's it.
piece of information. Yeah, it's just a hatchback. They're making a hatchback.
Good for Tesla, dude.
That's the way to get it. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, the Model 3 was their first attempt at making a $35,000 base vehicle. So, as the 4170 I think sells, or 4160 or whatever, as those get rolled out, then the price of the batteries is cheaper, which is the most expensive part on the car. So, good for them.
Do you think this actually happens though? Because we still haven't seen Cybertruck. We still haven't seen the.
No,
Roadster,
we've seen Cybertruck. It just hasn't been mass produced.
I saw it on the freeway.
Josh saw it on the freeway last week.
See?
Did you?
That was not the fucking Cybertruck.
The body kit, damn it.
Jorgé or whatever your fucking name is. What? Yep.
I also will question, what do you think the range on a $25,000 Tesla is?
Probably 250.
What is the Model S?
Model S?
Or that's like the model, the baseline one. What was
the Model 3 is about 300 miles.
Yeah, I
about 280, 300 miles.
160 to 200.
Yeah, but you got to remember, in 2 years from now, because like Tesla bought their own like plants and they're like making their own batteries now. They used to be contracted through Panasonic, but now they're gonna start making their own. And Google their battery day that they had last year. It's pretty interesting. But anyway,
that sounds interesting.
I actually googled their miles for their entire lineup.
Okay.
It's not very good. No. The Model 3 is anywhere between 350 to 440. The Model
S. Not good.
What do you mean?
Well, because then to get that full charge, I think it's like 16 hours you have to charge it to 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And one, the thing is okay. So those are the estimated range that you could go doing 48 miles per hour.
Well, yeah, the slower you're
so
if
you're driving the car,
if you're going to Vegas and you're doing 75 miles an hour in a Model 3, you're gonna have to stop off somewhere and charge it because you're only gonna get 230.
Dude, but the same holds true in traditional cars. The slower you go, the more mileage you're gonna get.
Traditional cars actually got better mileage on the freeway than they did in the city.
Yeah,
it's at the higher speeds that you're able to maintain better gas mileage.
Well, not higher,
not like 80, but like 65 to 70.
Yeah.
Well, who does that?
I do. If any police officers are listening, I'm always doing the speed limit and I don't speed.
The Model S doing 48 miles an hour can go up to 480 miles. That's the long range version, though. The performance.
What about the Plaid Model S, the one that just came out?
It doesn't say on here.
Okay, so Virgin Galactic is going to launch Richard Branson on July 11th, aiming to beat Jeff Bezos in space. I don't give a shit about space. You guys tell me about this.
So, dude, can this be the last time that we? No, I'm not gonna speak it into existence. No, fuck that, Rick.
Rick's hugging a wiener right now. He doesn't.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
This motherfucker right here.
I'm here, dude.
People going into space, rich people.
Yeah, good for them, those fucking bastards.
Yeah.
I know Branson's gonna beat out Bezos. That it was kind of funny how he waited like until Bezos made his announcement before he decided he was going up, like just to make sure he beat him on the next flight. But I don't know. I kind of would prefer. I would trust going up in the Virgin ships more than I would Bezos, because we have a shit ton more data and flights with the Virgin ships. Those seem a little bit safer at the moment.
If you're part of Fast and Furious, you can just go up in a Pontiac Fiero.
No, only if you're the black guys of the franchise and they're racist.
Did they really go in space in the new one?
Oh yeah. Spoiler alert, but yeah.
How'd they do it? Did they build like a big ramp and it just?
They didn't actually. Did they show
They
that
did.
part?
They did.
Did they use nitrous?
Yeah, they just hit NOS the entire time.
That franchise, man. If what was it fun? At least was it a good movie?
Dude, I was just laughing and critiquing everything in it. Like,
was that bad, huh?
He just shifted into 14th gear.
Wait, tell me more about the space thing, though. So did they build a ramp and go into space?
No,
I didn't hear you answer.
They
Did
were.
they use the submarine from the last movie?
Yeah, no, that got blown up. Remember?
I don't know. I never watched it.
So what? What if the Fast and the Furious went back in time and they fucking were there for Jorgé Warshington?
Oh.
Pitch it to him.
That's
It's
it.
all about family.
You think
Yeah.
that's the reason why they released F9 like right after COVID? They're like, this one sucked. Let's just get this one out of the way.
Dude, they
This one in
mentioned-
Tokyo Drift will pretend like it didn't happen.
So you know how like in the Wolf of Wall Street they say fuck like 380 something times.
Mm.
They said family about the same amount of times in this movie.
Did they?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's horrendous.
Yeah.
Is
Tell me
anybody
about your
else doing
family
this
going to
week?
space, Rick.
Huh? When are we going to space? Dude, I won't fly more than 6 hours in an aircraft. I don't see me going in a spacecraft anytime.
Well, how
soon.
long are these flights to space for these guys?
45 minutes.
Yeah,
10
see,
minutes,
that's not 6
10
hours.
minutes of actual leaving the atmosphere.
That's not 6 hours, Rick. I can do the
Yeah,
math
dude,
on that.
it's you're pulling G's, you're doing stuff like, oh yeah. So yeah, we I know now that like I am older because we only pulled like I think it was told doing 110 in a Mustang is like 1.5 G's in the Shelby GT. I rode in it yesterday and legit I was like, that's so much pressure. I was like, holy shit, I'm such a bitch now. There's no way I can handle, 2 or 3 G's to get into space.
Can you imagine how many jiggles my chins can get if I was going up in space?
Leave your on the windshield.
my fucking helmet's just doing this the entire time because it's fucking. Oh my god.
I used to think like if you went over like 60 or 65 miles an hour without a windshield, your face would just come right off, like the whole bone.
But it doesn't. It just goes like
It is way more fun in this reality that we live in.
drool
Yeah.
is fucking going all over the
Yeah.
place and everything. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's cool.
I want to
That's
go to
cool.
space.
Yeah.
I deserve to be in space. It's Sputnik.
I mean,
guys
you
wanna
did get
talk
the
about
Russian
Atari?
vaccine.
Ooh.
What?
What?
Who?
Jorge?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Rick?
Okay.
What are you? No, I was just saying he did get the Russian vaccine. He does deserve to go to space.
Who are we talking
You
about?
want to talk about
don't
Sha'Carri
know.
Richardson for real?
Yep.
All right.
She
Who's that?
tested positive for marijuana. She
Yeah.
might not be able to compete for
Who
the-
doesn't nowadays, right?
Hey, you know what? The fucking
Alright?
rules are the rules, man. That's the
Except
bottom
for
line.
me, I'm clean. You can test me tomorrow.
If you're told you cannot smoke marijuana or have that in your system in whatever like your own business, they say, look, you got to be clean, man. Sorry, I know it's legal. It's not federally legal. We don't want anybody smoking pot. Sorry. And then you go and do it, and then people are sticking up for it, like, well, it's essentially legal. Like, no, it's not. It's not federally legal, motherfucker. That's the rules.
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
it's not even a federal thing at that point, right, Rick? Because the Olympic Committee is international. It's
Yeah.
like America. We have like this arrogance where we're like, well, we legalized it, so it's fucking good to go. So fucking deal with our law.
So
Yeah,
how
no,
would
it's
very arrogant.
how would George Washington have dealt with positive weed tests in his day?
He would have drank a shit ton of alcohol.
Yeah.
You would have so many Modelo's.
And then he would have smoked more.
I will say this. I do want to give a little credit to our president because he did throw out there immediately. He said that the rules are the rules. That was the answer. Kamala, the VP's like, well, I mean, yeah, she was doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. It's just a little bit of weed, man. And he came out and he's like, yeah, that's the fucking rules, bro. That's my mentality. Like, what the fuck?
Did she say it just like that too?
Just a little weed, man.
I can't believe she would comment on it at all,
Yeah.
considering that every
yeah, no.
conviction, most of the convictions she has in California are weed-related crimes.
Thank you very much, Joe, for at least having a clear head on that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was awake for it too. Good job.
He was awake.
Hashtag my president, baby.
We
Yeah.
woke him up from a nap on that one. According to Fox 23, a New Mexico man was accused of decapitating an acquaintance in a park and then playing soccer with his head.
Ooh.
They weren't really acquaintances, were they?
No, actually, he claims that the guy had raped his girlfriend previously, and then he kind of chased him down. Well, saw him at the park and then cut off his head and then played soccer with his head.
Thanks.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody mad this week by any chance?
Yeah, we gotta get an FTMF in. Someone's got to do it.
No, I don't care.
You don't.
Okay.
You'll do it, Greg?
Greg?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Greg!
Time for
where's
Greg
my-
to shine, babies.
Take warning. The following segment is a personal view and opinion that may offend some. This is an independent opinion and should be taken as such. Put away your tissues and closed minds. It's time to hear the fucker out.
So the only reason why I really wanted the FTMF today is just because I just want to say fuck you, Rick. Because like 90 minutes prior to showtime, I'm like, hey guys, what's up? Or actually, no, Rick texts us, hey, agenda is here, right? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm reading the agenda and it's like, hey, just in case I'm not on, here's the agenda, right? For tonight's episode. I'm like, so I text, who's not going to be on, right? Oh, yeah, I don't want to do it. I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking baby, right? And then so we start this whole 90-minute like text, right? And Rick even posts something on Instagram saying that this episode was canceled and we were going to record some other day. I don't know. And then Duper ignoring me the entire fucking time. Well, actually, first it was Josh. Josh, 20 minutes is like, oh, I was about to text you guys, tell you I'm ready, for in like 20 minutes. And then Duper's like, no, man, we need to fucking record now. Blah, 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 blah. And then we recorded. So, I think we had a good show, but it was very frustrating leading up to it. So, fuck you, Rick.
I agree.
Yep. He completely agreed.
So, Duper, you weren't on last week. Why don't you take the show out? You get to do it this time. Take us out, dude.
Follow us and like us. I don't know. Greg, you did such a good job. You do this shit.
No. You're going around. You go around in a circle and ask what everybody's final thoughts are. If there's anything they'd like to add.
You just want me to leave that. Josh, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, Josh, unfortunately froze. So.
Okay, so. So okay.
Josh looks like his screen is stuck in a horror film.
Mr. Pineapple, how are you?
Like
oh yeah, I see the pineapples. Is there upside down ones on my shirt?
Yeah.
There is, right there.
Right at your nipple.
Yep.
Yeah.
I once heard that pineapples hanging outside of your house is an indicator that you're a swinger.
Apparently, pineapples in general are an indicator that you're a swinger, and I didn't know that because I have pineapples everywhere. And then when I found it out, I was like, well, it's too late. I'm sticking to my guns here.
And how many swing sets?
At least 4.
Whee!
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's up, Lee?
Hey, buddy.
What's your closing statement, buddy?
My closing statement?
Yeah, what we
Oh, wait,
today?
hold on. Is he here? Is he not here?
Oh! Insidious came back.
He is here.
What did we learn today, Lee?
What did I learn today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nothing really.
Nothing, huh?
I learned that Jorgé Warshington is a mad alcoholic.
That's right. We did learn the correct way to pronounce Jorgé Warshington. Or
Warshington.
Warshington. It's kind of like Worcestershire sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think that's where that name comes from?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
it actually comes from Worcestershire, England. But
Yeah. Jorge.
I'm so smart. What's your English?
No. Jorge comes from England as well.
oh, does
Yeah.
it?
So it makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
Oh,
he was
okay,
also
okay.
British.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, look at all those comments just randomly popping up out of
Hey,
nowhere.
look at that.
Rick, what did you learn today, buddy?
I learned that I hate using our audio program Zencaster.
Oh
And,
yeah.
We're gonna be looking for other options. If I just realized probably halfway through the show that it reset all of my audio settings. So you guys have been listening to me talk through my laptop instead of my studio mic. So good week, fun times.
Some would say you actually sound better.
I do also want to throw out there. We did skip COVID corner this week, but please be safe. Do what you got to do. I mean, we just obviously, we understand we're in a different world than we were a year ago. We can still have parties with 50 fucking people. Just be aware, be safe, take care of each other. Wash your hands, man. Wear a mask indoors when you can or you feel uncomfortable.
Nope.
No shame in that.
No.
That's all I got.
There's
No.
no shame in that. Greg, what you
No.
learned, buddy?
Well, yes, I too learned about Jorgé Warshington. It's all about the Warshingtons,
Oh.
baby. Did we lose Insidious again? Anyway.
Wait. Is he
I
here?
don't know
Is he
what-
not here? He is here.
Where am I? I don't know where my camera is. Where am I doing?
You're here. You're still on.
Yeah, Loki is amazing, by the way. And if you guys aren't caught up on Loki, do it now.
Don't you ruin this for me.
Oh, it's so good. I couldn't believe that they brought
I
Thor
swear to
back
God, like
that.
I'm watching this show just because of your guys' fucking text messages, and if I get to episode 4 and that shit sucks, I'm gonna be
dude, the
mad
best
as
episode
fuck.
yet was the last episode.
I could very well stop doing this podcast the same way I won't watch SNL. I'll be that upset. Like I've not watched SNL since Breaking Bad. The story since they spoiled that, and if you guys do this with Loki for me, I might boycott this.
So wait, so you'll still record, you just won't watch our podcast. Is that what you're saying?
I guess that wouldn't be very much different than what I currently do, huh?
But anyway, yeah, and then in another awesome show on Netflix that'll make you cry because it's sweet. It's called Dogs. Go check it out. It's about people and man's best friend and like all these heartfelt stories about people's dogs and how they love them and canines and stories that make you cry and stuff.
Have you checked your testosterone levels lately?
I'm just saying. Hey, I love dogs, man.
Okay,
Fuck you. All right. You know?
Josh, before you leave again, do you have any final thoughts for this week? Any parting thoughts?
Hey, Rick, shut up. Duper's running this.
Yeah, what did you learn this week, Josh?
I just wanted to apologize to the car gods for what I must have angered them over the fucking week. They did not like me on Saturday, so I do apologize for anything I did. I will sacrifice Rick for you. And
you know what it probably is? The car gods are off settled because Rick bought a new car, and that just like has destroyed the entire nexus that is the.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, like it's really fucked up right now.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah.
And don't eat bacon naked. Subscribe. Thank you for the one additional sub we had on YouTube last week. Do it again. I love you.
Good people.
Seriously, and before I forget, big thing here. Go fucking Dodgers, baby. 9-10 game.
Save it for twats.
Go Dodgers.
Fuck
Tune in
the
to
Dodgers.
Twats. That's the way it works.
Go, Tony.
Love you, Sheila. Love you, Sheila.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. You fucking dick, dude.
Let's try and get one more out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Rub it out, buddy. Just rub it out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the show today. Please go to takewarningpod.com where you can explore additional content on the podcast, as well as find the links to the podcast on your favorite podcast platforms. Also, please get on social media. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Take Warning. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you like about the show, what your thoughts are on the show, and what you would like to see in a future podcast.
I got you on my radar, it's a beauty.